Welcome back to another episode of Unsolicited Pod with Ifidai. If you're new to the show, welcome. My name is Ifidai, and I share my diaspora stories and give my unsolicited opinion, biased and unbiased, to you. If you're an OG, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. Sit back, relax, have your popcorn, because I'm about to bring you the gist. Let's get right into it. Am I the asshole for violating someone's privacy for gun safety concern? Right off the bat, I'm like, you probably are. So let's see if I'm right or wrong. Hello, Reddit universe. First post, let's get into it. I'm 38 male. I have a girlfriend called Bonnie with a 13-year-old son, and they live in a house with her sister. Her sister has a boyfriend, dude, who comes around but doesn't live there. He normally carries a pistol on him. I haven't known him long, but he seems like a nice guy and we typically get along. He seems responsible with his guns, which I appreciate, especially with kids around. I've been around firearms my whole life and take gun safety seriously. The other night, Bonnie, her son, and I get home to an empty house, and as we are getting ready for dinner, she notices a small fanny pack on the kitchen table that doesn't belong to us. I'm sorry about that. For some reason, this thing has been making random noise throughout the day. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. She notices a small fanny pack on the kitchen table that doesn't belong to us. She moves it, notices it's heavy, and asks me if I think there's a gun in there. She handed it over and it was pretty obvious that's what it was. Knowing he likes to practice concealed carry, I wondered if it was loaded and ready to fire. So I unzipped the bag and took a look. I wanted to make sure dude at least left it in relatively safe condition. Thought about moving it, but I really wanted to know the exact situation that was left unattended on the kitchen table. What I found was a loaded Glock 9mm with a round in the chamber and ready to fire. It was holstered, but being a Glock, there is no traditional safety on the gun and anyone could just pull it out and fire off a round. So I dropped out the magazine, cleared the round from the chamber and put it back in dude's bag in a much safer condition than I found it. I text him telling him I did that and let's make sure that it doesn't happen again. He then calls me not to apologize, but to tell me how pissed off he is that I violated his privacy. A day later, thought he would come to his senses, but I hear he's still livid and that I should apologize. Although I have not heard a single bit of remorse or apology from him to Bonnie for leaving an unsecured loaded gun with a round in the chamber on the table where her 13-year-old was eating dinner. In my mind, the safety of everyone in the house, especially the kid, is priority number one and should far outweigh anyone's feelings of privacy violation. The question has been put back on me about how I will feel about my own privacy being violated. No, I wouldn't be stoked if someone in general decided to open and look in my bag. But if I were to make the huge mistake of leaving a loaded gun in a common area where a kid lives, if anything, I hope that someone responsible will do the same thing I did, make the situation safer and prevent any chance of my mistake becoming something much worse. Am I the asshole for prioritizing this safety concern over dude's privacy? I take back my words. No, you're not the asshole. Because why would anybody leave a loaded gun in a house where there's a teenager lying around? We all know that teenagers can be very stupid. Like, on a scale of 10, 9 out of 10 times they take the most risky situations. So what if that teenager had pulled the gun out, triggered it, say playing with it and then mistakenly triggered? That's not no, not the asshole. That's not a situation that is safe for a place that has a child in it. So yeah, you did the right thing. But let's see what other Redditors have to say about the situation. Hello, hell no. OP, you are absolutely not the asshole. Dude left a loaded gun with a round in the chamber on the kitchen table where a 13-year-old lives. That's insanely irresponsible. Exactly. You can't leave a gun lying around where a child, a teenager for that matter, is. That's irresponsible, the height of it. Privacy concerns go out the window when it comes to actual life or death safety risk. If you were a responsible gun owner, he'll be grateful you handled it instead of being pissed off. The fact that he's doubling down and acting like you're the problem instead of apologizing is a huge red flag. He should be embarrassed that he put everyone in that house at risk. If anything, I'll be questioning whether this dude should even be allowed to carry your girlfriend's kid. Because if he's careless enough to leave a loaded gun out in the open like that, who knows what other reckless crap he's doing. It's true. Very, very true. The round in the chamber is the real dick move here. If you have a gun with no safety and you leave a round in the chamber, whether it's not being carried, you risk other safety. Yes, a holster is mostly effective at stopping an errant trigger pull. But when talking about guns, 99% effective is not enough. It takes less than a minute to clear the chamber and move the bullet back to the clip. If you are taking a gun without a safety of your person, you owe it to those around you to do this. Also, don't leave it lying around in a fucking fanny pack. Why leave a gun lying around? Jeez, in a house that's a... Exactly. Shit, I was thinking if you got knocked off the table, knowing they are that sensitive is terrifying. Like, the table will just go off if you mistake. I cannot imagine. Okay, here's another opinion. Glocks are job safe and generally have a 5 pound or so pull stock. An exceptionally light trigger will have a 2.5 pound pull, and due to the design of trigger safety, won't go off unless you depress that and pull the trigger. Okay, that being said, leaving a loaded gun just lying around is a deep shit move, and it's actually illegal in some states. Should be all, but I digress. If you can't keep your firearms secured, you shouldn't have them, and in a bag on table is pretty fucking far from secure. Honestly, I would report the situation. Who knows if he's done this before? Let the authorities make the call. Yeah, I agree. Report the situation, because this somebody, if you cannot take care of your gun properly, then you shouldn't be allowed to carry a gun. Because if that situation had been different and somebody had gotten injured, he will be in a fucking cell. Sorry, he'll be in a cell. I don't curse. He'll be in a cell. So this is not a good situation. But everyone watching me, listening to this, let me know what you think. Is it safe? Is the Redditor an asshole? And if you know about guns, please educate us more. Do you think that Glock could have gone off or whatever? Till I come your way next time, subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel right now. Turn on your notification bell, like and comment on this post. Let me know what you think. Are they the asshole or are they not the asshole? And till I come your way next Sunday, have a good day. See ya.